Hey guys, I just got off the plane in Cebu. We were picked up at the airport by Jude's friend TJ. We just pulled into the parking lot at this restaurant right here. And this episode will be a lot of firsts going on here. My first video in Cebu. My first time doing a vlog, like a mukbang eating vlog. I've never tried this before. I've got another microphone here to hand off to the guys. We'll just go in and see how to do this. Most people, when they shoot these videos, they shoot a bunch of videos and cut it together, but I'm gonna see if I can just do this in one seamless shot, because all of the videos I've been releasing are just unedited. I press record, I turn it off so I can upload it easily. Not sure if this episode will work, but I figure it could be really cool for you to see me eat some food in Cebu for the first time, and we can talk about it and see how I do with the spice. Hey Po, thank you Po. Hey guys. Okay, this is the moment.
All right.
You're gonna introduce me to some proper food. This is the first time that I've ever done a video about vlogging for mukbang and eating food. So this is a big moment.
Before we go live, how do you want me to start?
We're already live.
Oh, we're already live. So anyway, it's your first time here to be in Cebu, and what better way to start it by introducing you to one of the foods that's really known here in Cebu, which is lechon.
Yep.
We got better lechon than other places here in the Philippines.
I think Jude was saying that this was going to happen. I think he warned me about this. Now there's going to be different levels of spice, so how spicy will this be?
Well, here in Cebu, we are okay with spice, but to a certain degree, just to a mild level. We're not really into very super spicy food. So I'd say that the spice level would be just okay for you.
Okay.
And the only way to find out is by ordering 1 kilo of spicy lechon, which we'll be ordering right now.
So we'll be having the same level of spice, you and me both.
Yes.
So maybe what will make this video entertaining is we'll have different interpretations of the word mild. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe for you it's mild, and for me I'll be on fire. We'll see.
Yes, we will see. We will see. So we'll have to order and then find out afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
So what are we looking at? What's on the menu? What are we gonna get?
So we have. We're looking at lechon all over, different kinds of lechon. So we have pork and roast beef. So, yep.
So how do we decide? Are we all getting the same thing or 3 different versions?
So here in the Philippines, how we usually dine as a group is we have this group order where we share the food that we order.
Nice.
So we're gonna order 1 kilogram of spicy lechon.
Okay.
And then for the side, I don't know, you want to go with rice or look into the menu and see what else do you want aside from rice. And then best way to go with lechon is a very ice cold bottle of soda.
Nice.
So I'm not gonna endorse any brand in particular. We're not paid for that yet.
Not yet. Who knows though?
Yeah, but yeah, a lechon and an ice cold glass of soda.
Okay, nice.
Fits really, really well.
And can you tell the audience more about who you are? Because we were getting to know each other in the car.
Right.
But just for the audience at home, just tell everybody, so you were born and raised here in Cebu City.
Yes.
You're the first person I've ever met that born and raised, that currently lives here. And you're making a good first impression for me. And I asked you, is everybody going to be as friendly as you?
Well, for sure. Everybody will receive our guests, even first-timers, the same way I do. It's just that I'm so proud to be here. I was born here and raised here. And I'm very proud of our culture and what we have to offer here in the island. Not just in the city, but Cebu as a whole.
What makes Cebu unique compared to other parts of the country?
Yes, very good question. So I'm proud to say that in Cebu, you can get almost to anywhere in a short span of time. As I mentioned earlier while we were driving, if you were to stay in a hotel, you have a 360-degree view, whether it be the beach or the hillside. It's pretty close.
Right.
So in an ideal day, especially during the weekend, it won't take you 30 minutes to get to the beach. It won't take you 30 minutes to get to the mountaintop. So pretty much everything is here. You have malls nearby. Everything that you need is near you. Like places of leisure is also near you. So it's a good balance of everything.
No wonder you haven't left. You've got everything you need here.
So true, so true. And I've been to many places here in the Philippines, but I still prefer to be here.
You said you visited Canada as well.
Yes, I did.
Vancouver, Toronto, anywhere else?
Only those two places in Canada. Yeah.
And your mom's in Toronto.
Yeah, she's in Toronto. She's been there since 2006.
And I asked you before she moved there, had she ever seen snow, even seen it?
No. It was her first time to see snow.
Did she go by herself, or did you accompany her on the first trip?
No, it was a trip on her own. She went there on her own for work.
I'm so curious what it was like when she began to experience that weather for the first time. Was it like upsetting, or was it fun, or shocking?
Well, my mom is actually very soft-spoken, and she doesn't really magnify that much on whatever bad experiences she has. But I'm gonna take it from my friends who's been there before the first time, especially those who first tried snow and spent there for some weeks. They say it's kind of depressing to begin with.
Yeah, it must be because it kind of, you feel, I think part of the reason Canadians love to come to this part of the world is they feel a bit sort of trapped and isolated by the weather. That's what's so intriguing to come to this part of the world and see all throughout the course of the year. The weather lends itself to being outdoors, at least temperature-wise. Maybe not so much in terms of the rain, though.
Yeah, no. Rain's rain wherever you go.
You go outside anyway?
Yeah, but then if you get to experience the sun and the heat, and especially coming from a long period of winter, and then you get your skin sun-kissed for the first time after many weeks, it brings a different spark of joy.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can kind of see a link between friendly populations and the sun coming out. You know, that seems like the most obvious correlation the world around.
Yeah.
Where it's warmer, people are more like in Australia, that no worries kind of attitude.
Yeah.
It makes sense that they're the ones that have that. We don't quite have that like in the UK or Canada, for example.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it's I'm not wondering anymore why people in Canada, in the UK, and some other parts of the world that have cold climates, that they really enjoy the summer season because of that occasion where they get to experience the heat and the sun. And, you know, being outside, especially early in the morning, actually somehow really does a lot with how your mood is going to be for the whole day.
Yeah, I really feel that every time I come here. Kind of start to relax a little bit and soften. So what's going to happen? I know you're not spending the whole week with us.
Yeah.
But what is happening this week as far as when we might see you? Or of course, there's a festival coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that festival?
So the festival actually is very, very important to us, and of course, we welcome you to participate in it and join. Everybody's welcome to join. So it's not just about the festival in itself, like people having a party, but it also is it plays a very important role in the history of the Philippines, because that day where we hold the celebrations was the day when Christianity first arrived in the Philippines. So it's the more reason to celebrate, and knowing that the Philippines is a very big Christian country, and we're very, very serious about our faith. So that's why, even if it's just like being done here locally, we have an international community who attends the festival itself.
What century was that? I'm ignorant about it. Was it 16th century, 17th century?
Around the 16th century, because if I remember my history right, Ferdinand Magellan came here around 1521. Yeah, 1521. So it's been, more than 500 years.
What's the prevalence of Christianity in the population here? Like, what percentage of people are Christian?
I'd say we're at around more than 90%.
90% plus? Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is really high. That's a high prevalence.
Yeah, indeed.
Especially in a globalized world where there's different religions, different things. You know, in Vancouver, for example, would be kind of a mixed bag. So any culture where it's 90% or more of a certain faith is interesting to me, because it's not something I've experienced in Canada.
Right. So we're around more than 90% Christians. That comes in different denominations, because we also have a strong presence of non-Catholic denominations here. But we're all one and the same. We're all Christians. We believe in the same Savior and the same God. So pretty much, and we also have despite the fact that we're like more than 90% Christians, we're very open to other religions as well who are here. Like, we have a sizable community of our Muslim brothers, and we also have a growing Indian community here for their studies. And we don't ask them to stop doing whatever they're doing from where they come from. If that's what makes them feel at home, it's the simplest thing we can do, by letting them do what what they're used to do.
Yeah, that's no surprise. Filipinos are such a open-hearted people. It's no surprise it would be a tolerant society
Yeah.
that would leave room for people to
Yeah.
do whatever they need.
It's like, how would I describe our culture? I'd say we're welcoming with the other cultures as well without losing our identity. Because I understand that there are some people, I mean, I've seen the news, and there are some people who are really worried about losing their identity, losing their values, losing their culture. But here in the Philippines, it's quite different. I mean, we welcome everybody without really losing that identity of ours. But we try to blend it with what we presently have, which makes our community very vibrant and dynamic.
And coming back to the festival on Sunday, you cautioned me. I mean, you didn't tell me not to do it, but you cautioned me. People might throw paint on me. I think you told me that I should be mindful of what I'm wearing because I might need to throw it in the garbage afterwards. I really, really want to get in the thick of the crowd and walk around because I'm actually somebody who doesn't love being in crowds. So I think it could be quite entertaining to watch me try to cope with that. But the only thing I'm concerned about is destroying this camera. So I'm feeling like, do I need to wrap my entire body and this camera in plastic?
No, not at all.
How am I going to do this? Or I need you to protect me with umbrellas or something.
Well, I'm telling you, if you want to enjoy the festivities and the party, just be there and wear something comfortable. As I mentioned earlier, you might want to wear something that you could dispose of afterwards, but I don't think you would want to because it will remind you of your memory or whatever experience you've had here. See, knowing it's your first time, so those things are new to you, and yet you're willing to go through it. So I suggest that you just enjoy and don't worry about breaking any of your things. It's just a matter of you being careful about, because it's not like they're gonna throw a homing water bottle or water at you.
They're not gonna target you.
Yeah, you usually just get splashed with because they throw it at everybody.
This reveals how uptight I am that my first thought when I hear about the revelry is, okay, what might happen to my camera,
Your camera's gonna be fine.
But you've been so reassuring. I'm feeling like it is going to be okay. I trust you. I have a good feeling about this.
Thank you.
I also know who to blame if everything goes wrong. I think I can get your personal contact information.
Yeah, I can bring you to the consulate anytime. We're more than willing to talk to your consul there.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be great to get some food here. So we're going to place an order, or did we place it already?
Yeah.
Okay, so place an order. And how long do you think it'll take for the food to come out?
It's usually around 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you guys are cool with it, I think I'll keep filming this whole time if you guys don't mind, because I was explaining to the viewers what I've been doing so far on this trip is rather than the conventional, shooting a lot of different footage, editing it later. The problem with that is later you have a mountain of footage, and really I just want to show people now what's going on. So I've settled into just I press record, whatever happens, I upload it and I move on.
Okay.
But this is kind of my first time imposing this on others. Usually I walk around, maybe I'll interview somebody and we go for a walk. Usually it's just me.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I'm just kind of imposing it on our hang. And I asked you guys if it would be okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
How about you? Are you okay?
Yeah. Can we talk to you for a second, Jude, or do you rather stay off camera? Sure. Yeah, let's talk to Jude.
All right, then. Okay.
Because it's your first, if you don't mind.
You want to do the orders while you're talking?
Yeah, sure. Let's do the orders. Yeah. It's been a while.
So, one boss, sa hagi mo aling spicy. Yeah, ano ba, spicy lang?
Yes, spicy.
Say, 1 kilo lang na spicy.
Kilo spicy.
Okay, rice.
Rice.
How about the rice? We have plain rice, we have garlic rice,
Garlic rice.
we have chorizo rice.
Okay, so you wanna do the platter or you wanna do per cup?
Let's do
Per cup, okay, so how many cups of garlic rice?
1 cup.
1 cup. How about you? Are you having rice?
Yeah.
Which one? Garlic rice, plain rice, chorizo
I'll do
rice?
plain rice for now.
Sige.
Actually, you know what? Whatever you recommend. Let's do
Plain
it that
rice?
way.
Okay.
Whatever you think.
Yeah? We'll just do plain rice.
Plain rice,
No. Or wait,
Cup, sir.
yeah. You haven't tried our hanging rice.
There you go. We got to try it.
May puso? Oh, sige. So we'll have him try 1 puso and then 1 cup of rice. Pero still 2 cups lang ang plain.
So 1 garlic rice, 1 hanging rice,
And 2 plain rice, yes. For our drinks, would you like soda?
Mine is
So we have Pepsi products here.
water.
So we we have Pepsi product, Mountain Dew, 7-Up, Pepsi. We have another one, the iced tea.
Water for him. Number 1.5.
Pictures is
A pitcher. Oh, okay. So we'll just do one pitcher of Pepsi. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
I'm fine.
Okay. So we'll just have that for now.
So I will repeat the order. So you have 1 kilo of spicy chicken, then 1 garlic rice, 2 hanging rice, then 2 plain rice, 1 bottle water, and picture.
Munggos. Yeah, please. Oh. One order of munggos. Anything else to add?
For me, that's all.
Okay.
What you guys, you can add anything.
Is there anything you want from the menu?
I think that's good. Sounds good. Whatever you think. I'm just
All
going
right,
to follow
then.
your leads.
All right then, I'm gonna hand this over to Jude.
Yeah, let's
Brother.
do that.
Go take over.
Do you have something to share about your work or
About my work. So yeah, I actually do a lot of support work. I work in the U.S. time zone, so.
Oh, really? So your schedule is twisted upside
Yes,
down.
yes.
What's it like? I've met a few people who do that. What's that like? Is it okay? Is it?
It's difficult to begin with,
Yeah.
but then your body gets to adjust. But at the end of the day, it's mind over matter.
What about your social life? Because I'm sure a lot of your friends are on a regular schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean you don't get to see them as much?
No,
Because you're too busy sleeping while they're away.
we have the weekends. That's what the weekends are for.
So, okay, so you will actually, you're not the same schedule all week. You'll on the weekend you'll try to accommodate for that somehow.
Yes, and I make time for my friends
Okay.
because to me, like, just a personal side note. If ever, time is a matter of giving it to who you want to give it or who you want to share it. It's very important. So, if I give someone my time, it means the person is important to me. So, whether it be an acquaintance or longtime friend. So, that's what happens when you become an adult. You get to manage your time, and if you really want to share that time with someone, then no matter what your work hours are, you'll really find that opportunity to give out that time.
So how long have you been on that? What is the schedule exactly? Just so we understand, what is the work schedule?
So I work I'm on a flexible schedule, but I usually start around 9 a.m. Eastern, so that's 9 p.m. Philippine time.
At least it's the same number. That makes
Right.
it easier to remember.
Thanks to daylight savings time.
Right, so only for part of the year.
Yes.
When daylight saving time is eradicated, which it might be in the future,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Does that mean it will be permanently the same number? Or no? I can never quite wrap my head around this. It's too many variables.
If ever they decide to get that fixed or put it on permanent status, then we're gonna just stay the same as like Eastern to local is like 12 hours difference,
That'd be nice.
which is actually way okay than having to move +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to wrap your head around.
Precisely.
Easier for bookkeeping probably as well.
Precisely. So yeah, that's I work during those hours, and then I have a fantastic team of accountants, project managers, purchasers, and then these people are in the field of real estate and construction. Yeah.
Have you traveled abroad before? Have you ever left the Philippines other than
Yes.
Canada?
Yeah, I've been to Singapore. I've been to Korea.
Korea. Can
Yeah.
we talk about that for a bit?
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience. When did you go to Korea?
안녕하세요.
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 Okay, do you know what to say when we have the meal? Do you know what to say in Korean before you eat?
No.
Because I could teach you something today.
Well, yeah, that would be nice because all I remember was how to ask for water,
Okay.
which is 물 주세요.
Well, in the spirit of mukbang,
Yeah.
when we go to eat the food, if we remember, we'll say "Chow maketsamnida." Chow maketsamnida is what you say before you enjoy the meal.
Oh, okay.
So when we get the meal, we'll see if we can remember to do that.
So it's like itadakimasu
I guess
in Japanese.
so. I guess so. Yeah, the equivalent. So how long were you there for when you went?
I was there for like a week.
Okay, just in Seoul?
I've been around to different parts of. I went to the DMZ.
Oh, you went to the DMZ?
Near the DMZ, yeah.
Because you're interested in history?
Yeah. It was part of a tour.
But you didn't cross the
No,
border, right?
I would love to. I would love to go to North
Be
Korea
interesting to
sometime.
go, right?
Yeah. It's
So
quite
what was it
interesting.
like to stand on that line? It must be very surreal.
Yeah, it's actually it felt something familiar. I don't know. I've been reading through a lot of things in history, and then given that my grandfather also served during the Korean War, so Like there's really a lot of history there.
There was a contingent of Filipinos that fought in the Korean
Yes,
conflict.
yes, yes.
That's not something that I'd heard
Yeah,
before.
it's actually well known. So, the Philippines sent an expeditionary force to support the United Nations there to help out the South Koreans. We had a sizable contingent, and the force that the Philippines sent there is actually well known across, especially with the Koreans. So I guess that's one of the reasons why we've had that long enduring friendship with the Republic of Korea.
Because they appreciate the fact that you
Yes.
participated.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, Canadians were also there,
they were
right?
as well, yeah. That I knew.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure who else was involved, but I'm not surprised that it was a broad-based group.
Yeah. My grandfather was assigned there, fresh out from the military academy, fresh from graduation, and then I don't recall when he got married, but pretty sure after he got married, he was sent there.
So part of the trip was your interest in that
Yes.
history, and so was it just the DMZ, or there was other things you wanted to see as well?
Well, what really sparked my interest to go to Korea first was all the Korean shows that I've been watching.
Right.
So we call it K-drama.
K-drama.
Yeah.
It's exploded. See,
Yeah.
we were talking before about the internet, different levels of access to the internet here in the Philippines. And I think that maybe partially explains the explosion of Korean culture, right?
Yes.
Which maybe goes back 10 or 15 years. Does that
Yeah.
sound about right?
Yeah,
Here in the
I agree.
Philippines?
I agree.
So streaming, you're able to stream shows, obviously listen to K-pop music as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So-
Filipinos are curious about Koreans. Is that true?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of Filipinos who are actually very, very interested and curious about how it is there. Because of course, when you see these shows, it makes you really like wonder like, what is it there? How is it there? I mean, the places look nice. The scenery looks so good.
Right.
I mean, like it's way different from what we have here. So seeing those kind of things in person really somehow brings the mystery into reality.
Right.
Yeah, as I'd say with Japan, there is something magical about Japan. Like anybody who's been there would really say that, like, while being there and by the time they come home, they still experience that magic.
Yeah.
And they really look forward to going back there many times. Going back to your question, Korea. What can I say about Korea? Well, as we've been saying about the climate is number one. What really sets apart Korea from the Philippines. I suppose with how things are set up here and how orderly things are there. So when you get there, it makes you appreciate those kind of things that you see, like how the cities are set up, how clean the streets are.
That's what I experienced in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So organized, precise, clean.
Right.
Yeah.
So it kind of sets the ideal now for you, especially coming from here, where we're kind of disorganized in a way, but we're all having fun.
Right. Well, I was going to ask, with that in mind, if for some reason there was a reason to live there, maybe like for work, they sent you there for 1 year. How do you think you'd hold up actually living in a culture that different as opposed to just visiting it for a week or two?
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, we Filipinos are actually very open to other cultures. So acclimating or what I meant was trying to get ourselves accultured with whatever they have.
Acclimatized?
Yeah, acclimatized. That's the
Right.
word, right? Would it be very difficult for us? I mean, we're very friendly, we're very welcoming, and still we don't lose that identity of ours.
And of course, a lot of Filipinos do travel around the world and live abroad. So that, I mean, of course, many different cultures go far afield and live around the world, but I feel like Filipinos in particular are really known. Is it OFW?
Yes.
Overseas Foreign Workers?
Yes.
I saw that today at the airport, line up over here for visa
Yeah,
things related
yeah.
to OFW. So this actually is a thing. Are there Filipinos that do that in Seoul? Probably, right?
Yes, there are actually. Most of them are working in the outskirts of Seoul or in the countryside. So we're
Kind of
actually
spread out a bit.
yes, and though we see those job opportunities left and right here because for some reason they love to have Filipinos in their workforce. Maybe it's because of our warm and welcoming attitude.
That's a big part of it, I can tell you.
Yes.
Because in Canada, of course, we really appreciate the presence of Filipinos, whether it be temporary or many that, like your mother,
Yeah.
that have become citizens, because it really does add something that we benefit from,
Right.
really. I mean, it sounds like a stereotype and a generalization, and it is, but it's really, really true.
Yes.
And that's how I ended up here, was experiencing that myself and being inspired.
Right.
I mean, really, it sounds silly, but my thought was, if the Filipinos I'm meeting in Canada are this awesome, maybe they're like that also in the Philippines. I mean, it was really that thought that led me to get on a plane and come check it out for myself.
That's good to
Everybody
hear.
says it. I know that I'm not the first person to say it, but I've certainly experienced it for myself.
That's good to hear, and we're so happy to hear that. I mean, like, there's always we have that saying. Not really, we have that saying, but I have that saying where there's always a warmth to every Filipino out there. No matter how difficult the day could be, we always find time to smile and be happy, and make everybody feel that we'd like to share that warmth.
I think it's so admirable because if you think about it, regardless of your culture, what could be more important than that?
Yeah.
If you think about, like, there's a list of 10 or 20, attributes you could have as a person or as a culture. By the end of your life, if you actually reflect on your life, what could you be more proud of than being a good person who's kind to others and open-hearted with other people? And I think everybody feels that on a human level. And it's interesting, like, culturally, what causes different types of behavior. It's like over thousands of years, these things have like evolved and formed.
Right.
But for whatever reason, that's true of the Philippines, and I guess that's why so many people come here
Yes.
and talk about it. Oh, here's the food.
Here's the food. All right.
Tell me.
We have the mungo, sir. So we have the spicy lechon.
All right.
So this will be my first time
Yes.
eating in Cebu.
Let's try this one here. The mungo.
So
Thank
this
you
is
po.
our most portable rice.
Okay.
It's compact. It's wrapped in coconut leaves.
And you'll just really we'll go through each
Yeah.
item, you'll talk me through it, and they'll get to see me try it for the first time.
Yeah, sure. So we have a small cooking pot here where your plain rice is.
Okay.
And this one is what we call a puso.
Okay.
So it's...
And make sure as we go through this, treat me as if I'm like your 6-year-old nephew or something.
Okay, will do.
Who's maybe even never left the house before.
Will do.
Take nothing for granted.
Okay. So where do we start? So this is our main course here. We have an order of spicy lechon. So as I
should start by pronouncing it correctly. Lechon?
lechon.
Lechon.
Yeah, lechon.
Lechon.
Right? It's roasted pork.
Okay.
Special recipe from Cebu.
Okay. Pork is very popular, isn't it?
Yes.
In the Philippines, I'm noticing. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And this one here is a how should I describe this? This is actually one of the, let's say, a household regular,
Okay.
which is regularly served at home. So it's a bowl of mungo. It's a kind of beans or legumes, I think, and it's hydrated. So there's some soup. This is the healthy option.
Okay.
And then now, as you can see, we have here this plain rice.
Plain rice.
And then this one is also plain rice, but it's wrapped in banana leaves.
Banana leaves. I've never seen this before. So there's rice, and this will not be eaten. It's just to encase it in the rice.
Yes.
So it's just ornamental in a way.
Yeah. So you can open it by splitting this. There's already a slit in between, so you just have to split it open.
Would it be interesting to the audience if I, for the first time, actually attempted to eat? Have you ever seen anybody mistakenly try to eat this before?
Fortunately not. I think that's how friendly we are, where we don't let you fall into a trap.
That's true, exactly. It would be an entirely different episode if you had
Right?
bad intentions. Okay, so you split it open.
Yeah, split it open.
And just drop it onto the plate or eat it out
You
of
just
this?
drop it off the plate.
Okay, so just dump it on there.
Yeah.
So this is just a way to transport the rice from the kitchen to the
Now
plate.
the thing here is
I'm going to save this for later though,
Yeah.
just in case. Maybe for dessert.
The good thing with this puso is like what we usually do on the weekend is that we go to the beach, and of course when you want to enjoy the beach, you don't want to bring a lot of. It's like a picnic day for us. But then we don't want to bring all the kitchenware, like the plates and the spoons and forks. So
Right.
we have everything portable. So we bring a pack of lechon, and then we have this portable rice or puso, which you can eat right off your hand directly and then pick on the lechon every now and then.
When do you think it was first wrapped like this? Do you think this goes back many, many years?
I suppose so. It's been here for a long time. So
Maybe hundreds of years or longer? I don't know.
I'd like to
Because
think
as an ignorant tourist, it could have been invented 5 years ago, or it could be like 5,000 years ago.
it's been like that ever since.
It makes sense because I'm assuming bananas are plentiful, so
Yeah.
that would be an obvious way to repurpose it to use it
Yes.
for something else.
But first, before you try the rice, we'd like
Okay.
you to try the lechon. So
Okay.
what we usually start off with is the crispy skin.
Okay.
So
Is that this here?
yeah, that one there.
This right here, that's the crispy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just grab a piece
All the brown. Yeah, just grab a piece and
This one looks
take a
good.
bite. Yeah.
and try not to eat this one, just eat the actual skin. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys ready?
Eat everything what's
This is
there.
my first time ever being on camera eating.
Okay.
Maybe not the last time. Yeah, okay. And the texture is like sort of a new texture for me. Getting a little bit of like the rigidity of this, but also the softness.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of that on top as well. Okay, so far so good.
All right.
You want to sample it too?
No, it's fine.
Just me for now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I eat the whole thing or move on to the next
No, you
thing?
can. If you want to eat the whole thing, go right ahead.
Okay. And after this, we're going to try
Yeah.
soup as well.
Yeah.
This is very surreal for me to be inside of a mukbang video because I've only ever witnessed them from my couch when my girlfriend was watching them.
Right.
And now I'm inside of one.
finally.
There might be no leaving. No departing. Okay, we're off to a good start.
All right. So you might want to try our mungo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly do I do?
You just have to place
Transfer
it here.
it?
Yep. The soup bowl.
So just fill it up.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm trying to get a little bit of everything.
Still has pork on it.
So can you tell me everything I'm looking at?
So you're looking at assorted vegetables there. I think the green leaves is called water spinach.
Okay.
And then we have the mungo beans, which are the small, fine, round pieces there.
Okay.
And then we have some pork. I mean, we love the meat in our vegetables.
And then do I use a spoon or do I
Yes,
drink it?
you do use a spoon, so please feel free to get one.
I'm just realizing, you know what's great about this experience for me?
Yeah.
Is I've gone through life every once in a while around other adults that are eating food and they seem to know what's going on. Not just in another country, in my own country. And I have to kind of pretend I know what to do.
Yeah.
But this has given me an excuse to be very specific in asking everything I need to do. I might take you with me everywhere from whenever I eat from now on. If that's okay.
Sure. No worries. But we're gonna let you experience one thing that maybe you haven't tried before.
Okay.
Which is eating with your bare hands.
Oh, okay, so put this away.
No, with the soup, you go with a spoon, but then with the lechon and the rice.
I almost did this in that moment. I almost just started.
I told you, we're
Good thing I checked.
yeah, I told you we're that careful, we're that friendly. We don't lead you into harm's way.
And how do you feel about the temperature? Because this feels like it's hot, but maybe not too hot. I'm kind of sensitive to it, but do you like it steaming hot or warm?
It's
What's the right temperature for you?
it's a matter of preference. I
Yeah.
would prefer it to be piping hot.
Piping hot? Okay. This, if you feel the bottom there, that feels maybe like, not piping.
Yeah.
Slightly below piping.
But still pretty okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just grab a bit, try to like combine it all into one
Yeah.
bite.
Yeah. Together with the soup.
That's got most of the elements there, right?
Yep.
Okay. And shout out to Jude here for doing a very capable job of shooting this video. I had no idea he'd be up for it. It's making life a lot easier.
Oh yeah. So that's your set of healthy greens.
That's really good. So
Good
it's
to
a
hear.
bit salty, right?
Yep. So the way
I just want to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm detecting the presence of salt and I wanted to say something.
No, but you're actually right because the food here in the Philippines, in Cebu, with every regular meal we have, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it usually most often, in so many ways, goes with rice. So that's why when we have our main courses prepared, like soup or vegetables, you kind of get that saltiness there, so as to make sure that it doesn't get like drowned by the by the rice itself. So it has to somehow accentuate the rice being flavored by the soup or the sauce.
This is really yummy.
Really?
Like, this is not me performing. I'm just gonna be totally honest.
Right.
Like, I couldn't kind of wait to take that second bite.
I'd be interested to hear what you've had in Manila since you were there. Fast food?
Well, actually, AG, who's our colleague, we were doing a tour. AG's my buddy. I introduced him to Jude, and he helped us to put together some of the shows that we did. He made some chicken adobo
Oh, right.
just a few days ago. So shout out to AG. And really, that was the first experience of really I've had of like a home cooked meal.
Okay.
Otherwise, especially on my last trip here, it was 3 weeks of like racing around and really kind of just treating food like fuel because I'm racing off to do the next
Right.
thing. And that's also just my own flaw as a human being, folks. I readily admit it.
Right.
But when I have the opportunity, like right now, and when AG cooked for me, of course, like once it's going into my mouth and it's tasting amazing, I might be confused about why it's happening or what's involved, but the feeling is unmistakable. That's when I'm reminded that I am a human being like everybody else. I
right.
just don't know how to end up in that situation.
All
So yeah,
right.
chicken adobo.
That's good.
That
That's
was
good.
the first one.
It's an identity that we're known for as one of our, I think, national dishes.
Yeah,
An
I've
adobo.
heard about it many times.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of people's favorite Filipino foods if they're
Right.
from the Philippines.
Yes.
So far, so good. I feel like I'm slowly getting the hang of this, only because of your kind, sweet nature, and your capable leadership. I'll probably be completely lost at sea if I ever do another one of these videos without you. But for now, I think that we made the right choice to do
Well, good. That's
I
good to
appreciate
hear.
it.
I'm happy to be of assistance in any way.
this. Should we move on to the next thing?
Yeah. So you may wanna now. So you may wanna try the rice and the lechon.
Okay.
And
Mix it
then,
together.
well, you just eat the rice and then pick the lechon the way how it is eaten.
Use my hands for the rice.
Yeah, yeah.
Just break off a piece.
Oh, you can just hold the whole thing and then
Oh.
bite. That's why it's like that.
Oh. There's no way I would have known that.
That's why puso is designed that way.
Do people ever dip it?
Yeah, they do.
Is it okay to dip?
Yeah,
Either way?
yeah.
Or maybe
You can
this
dip
one.
it from
Right.
there. Yeah. Are you sure you're not Filipino in a way?
Because I'm embracing the dip. I
Yes.
love the dip.
Right.
To be polite, but I always want to dip.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Just because it's nice to improve the texture and combine the
Yes.
flavors. I mean, I'll do that with, in Australia, there's something called the Tim Tam Slam.
Oh.
Have you heard of a Tim Tam?
No, I don't.
It's like a little biscuit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Different flavors, like a chocolate biscuit. And it's sort of shaped like a rectangle. And you chew off the opposing corners. So you can suck if you're having hot chocolate, let's say, you
Right.
can suck it through so that it's embedded.
Right.
It softens it.
Okay.
And then you have that very specific texture.
Oh.
Rather than it being brittle.
Okay.
It becomes. I can't believe I'm describing food right now, and on camera, no less. Like, hopefully, I'm finding the right words. First time I've ever had to explain this, but yeah. So that's one example of the dip being like a cultural thing. And Tim Tam Slam.
There you go.
I'm so glad I'm encouraged to dip.
Yeah. And then get yourself a piece of lechon that goes with the rice.
So the skin again, or just grab one of these?
Doesn't matter. Just choose
grab one of
which
these.
one you like. Yeah.
Now, is there any bones happening in this?
Yeah, you'd actually feel if there's a bone there.
Okay.
So this one's pretty okay. With the little fat, that's good. So
far, so good.
so far so good. Let the feast
It
begin.
tastes delicious. Well, I guess if I do more of these videos, I can expand my vocabulary in English or in Tagalog or in Bisaya
Yeah.
to describe the sensation.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about language. You speak primarily Bisaya, right?
Yes. Yeah, and I also speak Tagalog and then English, of course.
This week, I'm going to perform some songs in Tagalog, but I'm not really sure whether that's relevant to anybody here. Of course, it would be better if I learned to sing some songs in Bisaya.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you think these songs that I sing in Tagalog will still be appreciated? Or
Yes.
people don't really care about Tagalog?
Well, because we understand Tagalog very well, so we still get the emotions and the message it conveys. So because for the longest time, most of our Filipino songs in different genres are sang in Tagalog, right? And then we have an emerging Visayan artist like Jude, who actually has. Did you produce it or composed and performed some Cebuano songs as well? So, still, the good thing with the Philippines is that we understand Tagalog very well, even if it's not our first, like let's say our native dialect. We get to feel the emotions that goes with the lyrics and the song. So I'm sure you're gonna wing it there. You're gonna deliver what you intend to deliver.
If at some point I decide to learn my first song in Bisaya, what would be the song that you would either recommend because you like it, or maybe a song you think is the most popular, whatever criteria? Which songs would I consider?
I'd suggest you sing one of his songs.
Of course. Is there one in particular that comes to mind?
There was one song. I'm sorry, Jude. I forgot the title, but there was one song that really hit the charts. I'm just gonna send you the title later on, but I forgot the title. To be very, I'm so sorry. I should have remembered it. But yeah, I suggest you. How do you call that? Cover or perform one of these songs? Cover it.
So it was in the charts.
Yeah.
When was that?
A couple of years ago when he was still here. Because he used to be a talent for one of the leading talent agencies here in the country.
This is actually an interesting way to build up the mythology of Jude, because we saw him briefly in the video before.
Yeah.
But him being behind the camera while we discuss him makes him more of a mysterious figure. It'll leave people wanting more, actually, than if we gave away too much too soon.
Yes.
Let's talk about Jude, because he's just come back to Cebu after a significant amount of time to do these shows.
Yeah.
He's doing a homecoming tour, as in the Philippines, but more specifically here in Cebu. So I don't know, maybe just tell me about your friendship with him, what you've seen in him as a talent, as a musician, what you think this week means to him.
Yeah.
It's a big open-ended question here, but what are your thoughts about seeing your friend come back and follow his heart?
Well, personally, I'm actually very happy that he decided to come home, even if it's like just a week or so, because like we met around 11 years ago, or was it 12? Around 12 years ago, more or less. So he was still in
before the widespread adoption of the internet and fiber optic that you were talking about late in 2016.
Yes.
So the world has changed.
The world has changed since then. We first met when he came here for college, and then we used to be neighbors in the same compound, and like I knew we were neighbors, but I still didn't know him at that time. But I've been hearing him sing, because like we were just right across each other. He was on the second floor, I was on the ground floor.
Oh, so you heard him before you met him?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he's just, there were some songs that he really loved to sing. They were really nice to hear. So I'd say that I wasn't really wondering when the crowd and the fans out there in Manila gave a very warm reception, because that was how I felt when I first heard him. I was just like having coffee in the morning.
Really? That's a really interesting way to meet a friend.
Yeah,
to hear him sing next door.
See, that's how observant we are, especially if someone sings.
Yeah.
Because normally here, like when you live in places where most people live, there are times when you hear late at night that the karaoke is on and everybody's singing, having a party. This is different because it was early in the morning. I was like, first part of the day. It was around 2014. So I remember, I was having I just got back from the store buying coffee. I was having coffee, and then I heard somebody strumming the guitars. Like, wow, that's different for an early morning thing. And then he started singing, and then like, wow, it made my coffee taste and feel better at that time. So he wasn't, he hasn't made himself known yet here, because he was new. But from his hometown where he came from, he's already a known singer there, because he has a passion for music. It's something that I thought at first would leave him after he finds himself a full-time job. But then, as years went by, it just developed, right? So, that's when, for some, I know, what happened was I just came across him. There was a conversation down there. It was an evening, and there was a conversation. Then I joined in, and then I met him. And then afterwards, his college studies went by, and then he started doing some recordings right? He did some recordings, and then a few years later, he started to do some gigs around the city. I remember also helping him out in a bit, in a small way, landing a contract with one of the big hotels here before. So that's when his I'm not gonna say that his career already took flight there, but what I'm very impressed with is he never lost the drive, despite the fact that how work is in Japan. It's very busy, but the more busy he was, the more time he really made to perform.
Yes, it says a lot if you just choose to keep going.
Yeah. And the good thing about this is because when you see it, it's not just about him fulfilling what he wants to do, but it's more of like I'm not saying that this is what he thinks, but this is what I think based on what I see. I think he really finds pleasure and he loves the craft where people get to be entertained. And most of the songs that he performs that I've seen, it's not just like, just to get feet tapping, but it's more of like reaching out to the soul, making them feel the warmth of what music brings to them.
I'm just saying to myself, they can hear me go, wow. And I say wow a lot. What can I say? Because I'm putting myself in wow situations. But I'm saying wow because, so I met Jude by witnessing him on the internet, on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then of course this week we have done these shows together. I got to see 4 shows, culminating this big show we did a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Everything you just said, I've seen for myself. And I'm saying wow, I guess, because you're a friend that experienced it many years ago.
Yeah.
People are experiencing it around the world as they watch these videos. They're experiencing it in the streets of Tokyo or the Tokyo area in Japan.
Yeah.
And now they just experience it in Manila.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing when somebody has a talent in the first place, but want to use it in the service of connection, which I hear him talk about all the time, and doesn't give up.
Yeah.
And maybe can't give up.
You're right.
I don't know, but I mean, if Jude's story is like the story of many people I admire, I think he probably just can't give up because it's who he is.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting to be around that kind of
Right,
energy because we need that in this world, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. So.
Okay. I realized at some point that I wasn't eating. I know now I'm stopping you guys from eating. So probably it would be polite for me to finish this video so you guys can eat.
All right.
But thank you so much for getting me started here. And maybe we'll do more of this. Maybe we'll do this one more time if we get a chance before I leave.
Sure.
And we'll see how it goes.
All right then.
Thanks guys. We'll see you in the next video.